Spain is a nation that has produced some of the most technical players of the modern era. Everyone remembers those Spanish teams from 2008 to 2012, with Xavi, Iniesta and Sergi Busquests all dominating midfields across Europe and the world. However, there is one player that history, in my opinion, has managed to let fly under the radar from that time period. His name is Santi Cazorla, a magician who could do whatever he wanted with the football, whether that be right foot, left foot, it didn't matter. Even at the age of 39 years old, he's still playing. So why not give credit to one of the most underrated stars of this generation? This is, the streets will never forget, Santi Cazorla. Yo people, it's your boy Big Steph here. First of all, I just want to say a massive thank you on all the support you showed me on the Thierry Henry video. I just asked for 20 likes and you guys blew that out the water. So please, let's just see if we can get this video to 25 likes again. And surely another video will come to you guys as soon as possible. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with anybody you think will like it. And leave your favorite Santi Cazorla memory down below. After impressing as a young talent for hometown club Real Oviedo, he was sold to Villarreal in 2003. His first few years with the Yellow Submarine saw him impress in flashes, but never really managed to land consistent minutes in the first team. The Spaniard was swooped up by Recreativo for only 400,000 euros. This would be the opportunity he needed to really impress at the highest level. Santi dazzled with excellent close control and dribbling, with outstanding vision and ball carrying skills to match. His impressive display saw Recreativo finish 8th in their first season back in the top flight after a 3-season absence, as Santi won the Don Balón Spanish Player of the Year award, going to the best Spanish player in the division. He scored 5 goals in less than 3,000 minutes for the club, leading Villarreal instantly to buy back the youngster for 1.2 million euros with the clause they placed in the youngster's contract before he signed to Recreativo. His first season back saw the youngster continue his impressive progression. Playing for a Villarreal side who finished 5th in the 2006-07 season, looked to improve on that in the coming season. A goal on his first La Liga game back for the club over rivals Valencia kick-started his second spell with the club in perfect fashion. He continued to impress over the course of the season with 6 goals and 10 assists in 3,515 minutes, leading Villarreal to a second-place finish in La Liga, their best ever finish in the division. The summer of 2008 saw Santi Cazorla called up to the Spanish national team for the first time in his whole career. Not just any call-up, but a call-up for the 23-man squad for the 2008 European Championships, a surprise for not only fans, but for Santi himself. In an interview with Arsenal later, Santi recalls the story of his first ever call-up for the national team, stating he initially got the call-up and said it was a joke, but manager Luis Aranguiz assured the uncapped youngster that if he showed the desire and the fight required to play for the national team, that he would get the minutes he deserved. He made his debut for Spain in a 2-1 victory over Peru, before making substitute appearances in all of Spain's group stage games at the 2008 Euros, going on to score his penalty in the quarterfinal shootout against Italy that saw the Spanish team reach the semi-finals. Speaking on the moment, Santi said he was nervous, but after the win, he knew the team would go on to win the tournament due to the impressive performances of the team. Cazorla featured off the bench in the final as Spain beat the Germans 1-0 to win their first major tournament in 44 years, winning every single game at the tournament. Cazorla followed that up by scoring 8 goals and adding 5 assists in less than 3,000 minutes in the 2008-09 season, even though he missed time with a broken fibula. The 2009-10 season, however, would see the injury crisis for Santi continue as he picked up another injury that saw him miss time. He managed 6 goals and 5 assists in less than 2,000 minutes, showing when he was fit, he was a key player for any side in world football. No more true than in the 2010-11 season. Cazorla managed 8 goals and 13 assists as Villarreal finished in the top 4 again, and on to the semi-finals of the Europa League where Santi captained the side over both legs, leading high-spending Malaga to spend 21 million euros for the services of the star man to move him back to Andalusia. Life at Malaga started well for Santi, providing 4 goals and 2 assists in only 4 games at the club, scoring 2 free kicks against Sevilla and Atletico Bilbao respectively, while in between those scoring a brace and adding an assist in a 4-0 victory over Granada. Santi dazzled with elegant close control and technique. The way he would dictate the game from midfield was similar to those great midfielders of his era. The vision, ability to pick a pass, and the ball carrying skills made him one of the most impressive and sought after midfielders in world football at the time. He finished as the second highest scorer and leading assister for Malaga, as his displays in that Malaga side saw them qualify for the Champions League for the first time in the club's history. This earned him another selection into Spain's national team for a major tournament, Euro 2012. Despite only playing limited minutes at the tournament, Spain won the Euros, not losing a single game. Now, Santi Cazorla's second trophy at international level. However, he still hasn't managed to pick up significant silverware in his club career, and now at the age of 27, the little magician wanted to make that right. In August of 2012, Santi Cazorla signed for Arsenal for an undisclosed fee at the time, but reported to be under £15 million according to an article from the BBC by David Ornstein, leaving to join the Gunners after only one single season at La Rosalinda. In a 2015 article by NBC Sports, Santi stated the Spanish club were desperately in need of funds and were, quote, unstable in the front office. The article also features an apology from the Spaniard, reading, quote, that in Malaga, lots of people haven't forgiven me for the way I left. Arsenal had already started their preseason and I had to go over there for a medical, and then I had to go to Holland to start to train with the squad. That all meant that I couldn't go to Malaga to hold a press conference to say goodbye to everyone face to face. In the end, I could only write a letter in which I expressed my gratitude and my affection for the club. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I'd like to apologize for not being able to say goodbye properly, as I know that would have been the best thing. Life in London started well for Cazorla. A man of the match performance on his debut against Sunderland, then another man of the match display against Liverpool at Anfield where he scored and grabbed an assist as Arsenal ran out 2-0 winners. Other stand-up performances from this season also were Arsenal's 5-2 victory in the North London derby where he scored and assisted, scoring a hat-trick and providing an assist in a 5-2 away victory over Reading, a brace in a 2-1 victory over Villa, even providing all 4 assists in a 4-1 thrashing of Wigan. Santi's impressive technique and ability as an overall footballer was exactly what Arsenal needed, replacing not only the creativity left by Cesc Fabregas, but also contributing to the goals that the club would have missed due to the transfer of Robin van Persie to Manchester United. The funny thing is, Cazorla played in many different positions across his first season, playing in the centre of the park in the early half of the season, but Wenger transitioned him onto the left, proving to be effective in any area of the pitch put him in. Arsenal finished 4th in the 2012-2013 Premier League season, as the league's 3rd highest scorers and having the 2nd best defence in the league in terms of goals conceded. Cazorla contributed 12 goals and 12 assists in the Premier League with an additional 2 assists in other competitions, taking his stats to 12 goals and 14 assists in 4,251 minutes of football for the Gunners, contributing directly to a third of Arsenal's Premier League goals as he won the club's Player of the Season, proving that to be money well spent for Arsene Wenger and his team. Following season saw Cazorla pick up an ankle injury that saw him miss a month of action. Even though he recovered and went on to score 15 goals and 24 assists across the next 2 seasons, being instrumental to Arsenal winning back-to-back FA Cup trophies, scoring a magical free kick in the 2014 final against Hull, and assisting in the 2015 final against Villa, winning his first major trophies at the club. This success was only prolonging the inevitable though. Cazorla was playing through nagging injuries, with an Achilles injury being the most significant one. A 2018 article by Bleacher Report looked into the injury of Cazorla and detailed his whole process. It's reported that an infection plagued Cazorla's recovery, with the wound constantly reopening with pus sometimes seeping through his stitches. The report also goes on to state that many told Cazorla to start looking at life after football, as he would be lucky to walk and enjoy a game of football in his back garden with his kids, let alone return to top-level football. The affection had taken a toll on Santi, as it's deteriorated nearly 10 centimeters of his Achilles tendon. For context, the average Achilles tendon is only 15 centimeters. With the infection spreading to his bone, he was at high risk of losing his entire leg. Arsene Wenger stated at the time, quote, "It's the worst injury I've known. It's gone from worse to worse." Dr. Mikel Sanchez miraculously operated on Santi and restored the Achilles after 10 operations since his original ankle injury in October of 2013. Even during one procedure, skin from his forearm to of his daughter's name had to be used during the procedure. After working with longtime physio from the Spanish national team, Hernaz in Salamanca, and a grueling recovery process that saw a relapse in injury, he returned to action by playing a friendly for Villarreal, a return 636 days in the making. That's nearly 2 full years. An injury that would have kept any other player in any other sport down or even retire led Santi to come back surprisingly, still being able to play at the highest level, going on to score 7 goals and add 11 assists in 46 games for Villarreal in the 2018-19 season, leading them in assists across all competitions, proving class is indeed permanent. Many today still don't know that at the age of 39, Cazorla is still playing his trade, playing in the second division of Spain with hometown club Real Oviedo. A truly iconic footballing story. Santi has even made it clear that he would love the opportunity to close out his career with one more game for the Gunners. Now, whether he gets that luxury or not, Santi Cazorla over the course of his career has continued to defy the odds, pressing not only with mind-boggling ability and technique, but also showcasing an insane amount of determination and desire to return to the beautiful game after such a gnarly injury. To those who forgot, the brilliant free kicks, the intricate passes, the stunning first touches, the amazing dribbles, everything about Santi Cazorla was absolutely magical. Truly, one of the players the streets will never forget.